The senior special assistant to the president on MDGs visited local communities and interacted with the people without hindrance.
We want it to be treated so that we can drink it and enjoy it, because whenever we drink it, it tastes salty. Are you sure the water is salty? How were you able to know? Now let us go and have a drink.
What we need to do is to recognize we have a problem and not to cover it up by the happy street lights of Abuja. The FCT is making an effort to come out to really see. And I think what is peculiar here, the settlements of the Bagi people, I think, are complex. It's not a question of you trying to settle them. It's been difficult to settle them, actually. And they move about quite a bit. And so I think that the fact they're even coming for care is good news. But I think the challenges are probably many, many more. I think this is just the beginning. I think this is an innovative idea. We are taking health care to the people. You're obviously not getting them coming in. Access is difficult, the cost of it is difficult. But if you're taking it out, it's free of charge, you're able to report back the incidents, you're getting a clear idea of what the challenges are in terms of the disease burden. And this is really a big plus.
Here, while inspecting this water project, Haja Azubar went all the way up the scaffolding.
There are so many stories about projects that you can see, but they don't function. You know that recently there are projects that collapsed in terms of policy. So it's for us to see, really, how we delivering what we said we do. And I think in the FCT they're doing
very satisfied.
Yeah.
The engineering work.
They've done well, but I think in a few weeks' time we'll see the water flow. And that will be the end of the project. Beginning of, as far as we're concerned, that would be money well spent.
Particularly with the screaming headline in one of the dailies today.
What did it say?
Does it give you any worry?
No, I read that headline and I thought, okay, this is the project we're going to see. We're inspecting the project. The project's on track. It will deliver water. We've seen that the gravity's taken it from Munu, halfway here, and we're looking at local labor who will conclude it. What I wanted to see is really this thing is going to be able to function. And I think what we need to see is where is the expectation that can actually pump the water up so that you can get it across to the
At the initial stage or stages, projects with all the glamour, with all the pomp and pageantries, you'll find them and 1 year, 2 years, and they're all gone. And it's like, government and the people that have to start all over again. Is that the kind of things we'll be saying, with what you've inspected so far?
I don't think so. One of the questions I asked was that as we went to the village down the road, there were a number of stand pumps that were dry. And as was explained to me, they hadn't done the baseline surveys well. They've not planned for it. It was just a question of, let's put the pipes. Water will flow maybe for a couple of days. The cameras will go away and so will the people. But those people are remaining. They're walking far into the bush to go and collect water from the stream. So what we're doing now is taking the water from that base and recirculating it, and that's how it should be. I mean, life for the water supply in this country shouldn't just be about boreholes. It shouldn't just be about, a hand pump. That can be for very hard to reach areas where you cannot get diesel or where solar power may be an issue, although there's not many places that will happen. But I think what we need is to see water supply schemes that will actually be recirculated to villages and to homes.
Thank you very much.
That was one of the mini water projects we are doing. It's an interesting mini water project. Rubochi town, I know, is over 100 years old. And they do not have a potable drinking water. We've made efforts to provide boreholes around the communities. The boreholes failed. So we arrived at coming up with a mini water scheme. There is a village which is about 3.56 kilometers away from Rubochi called Munu. And then we realized that we can get good water and then reticulate the water, transport the water down to Rubochi and reticulate it to the community. As I'm talking to you, it is about 90% complete. We went to the dam site, the mini water project site, where we saw the boreholes, we saw the water, and the tanks, the generator set, that will draw the water. And then the water is transported down to Rubochi from Mono, so that we can give the residents of Rubochi community this water. And this community is a bit large. In fact, it's a development area. When FCT was having 9 development areas, Rubochi was one of the 9 development areas. You could see there's a general hospital there, federal government colleges, secondary schools, you know, name it. There are some institutions there, and we felt that there is a need to take water down to these people. And so we climbed the tank to be sure that yes, this tank is strong, it's of the quality, and it can drive the water. I know it's a little bit risky, but I think it was worth at least making a trial.